Hey guys, Tom and Vikram, the producers of Architects of a New Eve album. We're thinking we're gonna go through Leaving the Emptiness with you. We might do more if you find this entertaining. Probably not, but since Leaving the Emptiness is the most current single out there, we figured we can just run you through this session. So Vic, the first time we started working on this song was actually us helping Jacob Hansen writing a song for his band. What do you remember from it?
Yeah, you sent me this instrumental, and you had the vocal as well, but it was much slower, and the instrumental arrangement was different. I reinvented that, and then we sped it up 10 BPM as well. But I actually found that first demo that you did with Jacob.
So much slower, right?
It feels comically slow, actually.
Yeah, feels like we did a parody of it.
But the original, the melody that we stuck with, it's there in its strong form. Some lyrics are different, of course, but
yeah. And then when we started this version of the Evergrey version of the song, obviously we needed to make it sound like Evergrey. But I could never sort of let that chorus go. I felt it was too good to let go, and it feels like I was right. But production-wise, like any song, there's so much work behind every single part of a song. Why don't you just run them through the session for a while?
Yeah,
and then I'll jump in and comment if I find something interesting. Probably not.
Well, hopefully you find something interesting. It's your album, man.
Yes, sir.
So this is the production session for Leaving the Emptiness, and basically as the co-producer, I was gathering all the tracks and compiling them, sorting them, organizing them, editing them as need be, and preparing them for mix for Nolly.
Because I'm shit with that. I really suck at being organized.
Yeah, so what I have in this session is the files that I received from you. I have the vocals down below that you sent. Leads, backings, and some vocals from Selena as well. We'll listen to that. Don't have the drums, because the drums were done with Nolly in England, and he just kept them on his end. So the drums I have in this session are the program drums. Your guitars, a mix of guitars done by various people. And keyboards, some great Moog from Rickard, and that's the session. So I think we'll just run through it element by element and break down, hear things in isolation and see what comes together. Yeah, so let's listen to this hook riff, this main riff here. Yeah, so obviously there's these rhythm guitars. What you're listening to is the quad cortex tone that you recorded with, Tom.
Yeah.
Not exactly the final album tone, because Nolly reamped it in some Nolly way.
We actually have two different amps, one in left and one in right. I can't remember. Yeah. It's a Satan in the left, I think, and then it's something else in the right.
But this is your live tone, right?
This is the same tone that I captured from my Bogner, that Mr. Reinhold Bogner was so kind to build for me. And then Nolly is the one who has done the capture of it. And then I recorded, this is I still have it here's my, I don't know if you can see it. Here's my mini, what is it called? Quad Cortex Mini. And it's the same tone. So it's super familiar for me, and it's lovely to just have something that I No, inside out. And it really does sound like my Wagner, which is mind-boggling to me.
So we have these rhythms. We can listen to just the rhythms, bass, and drums. I love how much attitude is in the playing with the wide vibratos and everything. That's such an Evergrey thing to me.
And that's really what adds life to it, I feel. Because you can play it you could play it like straight up, no vibratos, no bends, no whatever. And then it would still sound fine, but it wouldn't really sound like us. It's always been about that type of thing instead of... So there's lots of slides and bends and vibratos.
We have the rhythm guitars, and then we have a bunch of other things, cleans, acoustics, melodies, which are these tracks down here.
Okay.
I'm just going to play those by themselves so you can hear what these extra layers sound like. And that's a pitch-shifted version of your rhythm guitar in the center channel.
And isn't there a keyboard playing something also?
Yep. Yeah, so there's all the keyboards here. It's actually a pretty simple keyboard arrangement, honestly.
Yeah.
There's these plucks that double the riff as well.
Let's see. That sounds... Sounds exactly like that. So it's not that much done with it, to be honest.
Extra layer guitars, which are not super prominent in the arrangement, but I mean they add so much just life and character. These kind of... That sounds a bit weird, honestly, but it does something nice in context.
Weird is good.
In the chorus, there's some similar stuff, but it's actually a little bit weirder. So here's the chorus of the song.
Basically, the rhythm guitar is only playing like the most simple thing you did when you were a kid, and then there's some other guitar, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that power chord thing, that's basically from Hansen's track.
Yeah,
that's the way his chorus was. So
I think I added those. Right? Or were they there? I can't remember.
They weren't in his, so I think you added those. We have some extra guitars doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's these sparkly guitars, which add this nice shimmer.
I mean, I love Evergrey has always been about this added extra guitars on top of things, even though you never hear them or you can mistake them for keyboards or whatever it might be. but there's a lot of it that is guitar always. You know, one of my favorite albums is the one from Depeche Mode, which I can't remember now what the name is. Everything is written on guitar, and everything sounds like synth. There's so much you can do if you just fuck around with if you just play with the FX and the cleans and the semi-distorted stuff, and then you have the foundation, you have the low-end guitars, obviously, and then, you know, use the whole spectrum.
And if you blend it with the keyboards, then you create something even cooler.
Yes.
I remember that one of the big things that lifted this this chorus from the original version was this keyboard part, which kind of became a theme of the song because that keyboard part ended up being in the verse as well.
No, it's the same keyboard all over. It's the same keyboard all over, right?
I get rid of the bright layer here, so I just keep the darker version, but it's the same thing throughout the verse and the chorus, and it's this guy. In the verse, it sounds like this, so it's a little bit different. So I just bring it down by getting rid of the really bright layer on top of it.
You can hear a lot of these things in the build-up towards the last chorus. I think all of these clean electrics and these keys, and you know, that's when you hear it on its own for the first time, pretty much.
Yeah, actually, let's check out that part as well.
Yeah.
Because there's some cool stuff getting into this last chorus. I took these stems from you, actually, because you had taken these tracks on your end, and you had cut them up, and you sent them back to me, but I could never replicate exactly how you did this fade. So
right.
I remember we wrestled with it for a while, and we couldn't nail it. So then we just ended up using your cut.
And a bomb. You can never have too many bombs, man.
Should we look at maybe the solos? I really like the solo section to this song. I think it's really, really cool. You wrote this riff behind it that has these lovely, like, open voicings that even without a solo on top of it, it's a really cool riff. So we should listen to it with no solo, because this riff always makes me happy.
I remember when I started writing the music around the chorus, that was one of the first riff I had for a verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And then what we ended up doing for the verse was just stripping back the chorus. This solo section is really, really neat. I love the harmonies that Ricard added with the Moog.
Yes. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So I'm actually going to take a look at the Moog stuff because it's really cool. He sent me this track. This is how it came to me. And I blended it with, I put it in the Archetype Petrucci amp as well from Neural DSP. And I did this. And it sounds awesome. And then with your solo, it sounds really cool.
it's nice.
Awesome.
Bit out of tune, but yeah.
We should also take a moment to appreciate how cool this Johan solo is. Really, really well written, just so musical. It fits with the chords perfectly.
Johan is so talented. So when we didn't have any guitar solos, I asked Johan to play them because I knew he would do it. You know, he could figure it out. I pushed him, you know, like a producer should, but most of his ideas are just coming back, and they were really, really good. And then I just asked him to alter some stuff or add some more notes or have a pause here and there or whatever, you know. Because if you're not used to playing solos, which he isn't, which is ridiculous when you listen to him, you know.
I remember you asked him to make things more technical. I remember that.
Yeah. I mean, both me and Johan's favorite guitar player is Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden, so we have the same view on how guitar solos should sound, which is great. That was a common ground, which was made it lots easier, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, let's listen to that solo on its own, and I'll bring in the Moog harmony as well, because this playing is so tasty.
Yeah, I think he's coming in at the end.
Awesome. That's so cool.
But we should listen to some bass. Play the bass verses, and then we can. That's what also sort of sets the tone for the song.
This bass playing is so Johan. It's so tasty and melodic, but not in a way that distracts from anything. It's the perfect note choice. I'm a major fanboy. He's fantastic.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's doing the job. Most definitely.
It's simple, but it's not the simplest way to play this. It's a very intelligent and musical approach to this chord progression.
Most definitely.
The man knows what he's doing.
The man knows what he's doing.
So moving on to the post-production and the vocals, a big part of this style of modern metal production is these risers and booms and bangs and all these kind of things. It's honestly, for me, in this style, it's like a song may not feel finished, and then you add those, and all of a sudden it's finished. It's amazing what those little details can do, especially transitions, like going into a chorus. Like, yeah, it's a great example is this build up into the last chorus, which kind of has all the stuff going on. Like that part needs this stuff.
Absolutely.
And in the last chorus, we have the 16th note tambourine, which is always fun. There are some things going into the first couple choruses on that to kind of accentuate those. Ways to make this worth it. So, yeah, this.
Tricks, man.
Especially if you're listening on this big like with a nice subwoofer or something. That bomb on the so really,
hits you.
Rattles
yeah.
it.
I mean, it was actually when we started doing the first albums with Hans, and we started getting into these FX modes. You know, you're adding bumps and risers and drops and all that stuff that you pretty much don't hear, but you feel them. You know, which is becomes sort of more of the work that we do in the gaming world. You know, with like lots of added stuff.
And as far as post-production is concerned, this is one of the simpler songs. Like if we do World is on Fire next, that one is much more elaborate. And Architects of the New Weave as well has really elaborate post-production. Vocals. So these are all the vocals for the song. I have them organized into leads, backings, Selena's backings, which are really cool. We should have a listen to those on their own later. Effects, throws, fun stuff, and some vocoders at the bottom, which I think is probably pretty new for the Evergrey production thing.
Yes.
To add those on as backing vocals. So the way that we did this for Nolly is Nolly did not get all of these. Nolly just got the groups, which had some processing that I had already done, and Nolly basically balanced those because we're really, really particular about the levels of backings, different things relative to each other, and it felt like quite a hassle to send everything individually to Nolly, and then he rebalances it, but not perfectly. We figured that was going to add a lot of unnecessary time and stress. So
yeah, and it would be impossible to understand our intentions. You know, it's like we've been working on this and tweaking them for months on end. So
I did the same thing for the keyboards and the post-production as well. I just sent the groups with all the levels that I had done. And the lead vocals he did from scratch. They were not pre-leveled or pre-mixed. Those were raw. So let's listen to some vocals maybe. Starting from the verse.
I am lost, I'm feeling heartless. I've lost all keys to heal, but don't know where. Oh, if all I have is this, I'm being honest. I need to find some ways to make this worth it. So we're leaving the emptiness behind. We're running away, believing the change could save our lives. We're running to hide the pain. We're leaving the loneliness behind. We're breaking these chains. We're leaving the emptiness. We're leaving the emptiness.
Yeah. That's how it sounds.
It's a lovely vocal arrangement.
Yeah, it's pretty intricate. Maybe listen to Selena's added the high up there vocal.
Yeah. I remember the before, and then when you did that recording session with her and we dropped those vocals, and it's like, what a lift.
Yeah,
you know, it's amazing. Yeah. I'm gonna do your lead and Selena's backing.
Believing the change could save our lives. We're leaving the loneliness behind. We're breaking these chains. We're leaving the emptiness.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it's lovely. There's some cool stuff in the second verse actually. I kind of went a bit crazy with some reversed verbs and throws, and the vocoder enters as well. So there's a lot of little details in the second verse that are fun.
I'm feeling useless and it's taking over. I need something to change. I can't stand feeling this hopeless. I feel like I am lost in this darkness. All I got is this, then what's my purpose? My eyes are shut and I'm on my own, longing for some days where I'm stronger. So
you see? There's a lot of details going into a simple 4-word sentence. And sometimes...
Yeah.
But we love it. We love it.
I really like this reverse delay is quite weird, honestly.
I need something to change.
I'm not even sure if you hear that in the mix, but I had fun doing it. That's what matters.
That is what matters. Take us to the last chorus, maybe.
Yes. Let's go to the last chorus. So it's a double chorus. First chorus is pretty similar to the previous ones, and then in this last one we add a different vocal arrangement and a quite prominent vocoder as well.
We're leaving the emptiness behind. We're running away. Believing change could save our lives. We're running to hide the pain. We're leaving the loneliness behind. We're breaking these chains and leaving the emptiness. Yeah. We're leaving the emptiness behind. We're running away, believing the change could save our lives. We're running to hide the pain and the loneliness inside. We're breaking these chains. Breaking these chains.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's such a richly textured, layered vocal arrangement.
I think that's about it for this song, right?
Yeah, I mean, those are the details. I mean, it's not the most complicated song on the album, but the details that are there, I think they're really vital. Choosing the right 4 details can be more challenging than doing 30 details that you're a little bit less discerning about.
That's the art, I think. And
Yep.
and knowing
Exactly.
and knowing what to put where, So
That's why it takes 6 months to produce this instead of 3 days. Because it's this relentless agonizing over details and adding and removing and tweaking.
yes. And on that note, we're gonna leave you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, comment, share it, talk about it, and we'll see you again, maybe for the next song. Boom.